I want my own man. Why the f with somebody else? Why the f when you tell me that I want my own man?
What up, gents? Welcome to TSG Uncut. I am your host, Sean C. Now, women will say that they don't want to share a man, and for the most part, that's true. But there are situations in which women today will share a man, and we're going to talk about that in today's video. So, do me a favor, hit that like button, subscribe if you're not subscribed. We're growing big right now, and I want you to be a part of this. And with that being said, let's get started.
Tell me about your situation.
We've been in a relationship for 4 years, and we want to have kids together and everything. In the beginning of our relationship, I remember he had been with another woman, but he always tells me how much he looks forward to having a family with me and being committed to each other and all of these things.
Okay.
The other day I looked at his phone, and I know I shouldn't have,
right,
but I saw that he was entertaining other women.
Right.
I don't understand why he wants to, constantly remind me that we're gonna have a future together and all of these things while also entertaining other women.
You were the man, he already cheated once, right?
Right.
Now, why did you go through his phone? What made you want to do that?
Ooh, it's just something I felt.
How does the man treat you now? You're wondering if he loves you or not, right?
Right.
How does he treat you now? How do you feel in the relationship?
For the most part, he treats me well. Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's really all I can say.
Does he abuse you in any way, mentally, verbally?
Nope.
Okay, so you're in a happy relationship. It's just that he has something he's doing outside, right?
Right.
Well, I want you to understand this. Fundamentally, there's a difference between how men and women have sex. Men, truth be told, will have sex with any woman whether or not they actually like the woman. She could have a whack personality, but if she's attractive, usually a man will hit that. Now, women typically will only sleep with a man if they really like him and would consider dating him, whether or not she's actually going to date him. So women equate sex with emotions, whereas men equate sex with just physical pleasure. Your man stepping out on the relationship doesn't mean he doesn't want to be with you, doesn't mean he doesn't love you. So you have to make a decision. Some men want multiple women, some men want one woman in a household and a family. So you have to be brutally honest, and I know you're in love with the man and y'all have a good connection, but does that man want one woman to spend the rest of his life with and only be with her, or does he want to have his main woman and have women on the side? Most men, truth be told, want multiple women. They just won't admit it because it's not socially acceptable. But you need to use your own judgment and discernment and ask yourself, what kind of man do I really have? Is he monogamous minded if that's what you want?
Men can have relations independent of their feelings, still feel in their heart and their mind that they still love the person that they're with, but only do relations for the physical pleasure and the release. This is a very taboo subject with a lot of women because a lot of women don't want to hear that. They're like, if you're in love, you should only be focused on me, this, that, and the third. In theory, that should work. Maybe it takes for a man going through things and knowing exactly what he wants for that to be. And I think women don't realize that about men sometimes. I don't think that women fully get that for us, sometimes it is about release. It doesn't have to be any other feelings involved with that. Now, some women would think that if you're happy here and everything is right, why would a man want to step out and get some more? I'm just keeping it real on this one, okay? You can hate the messenger, but if it's out there and it's gonna give him that release, it is what it is. So imagine, if you will, a dude is in a relationship where he's not getting any nookie, he's not getting any relations from that woman. For that man, in that instance, if it's available, he might withhold himself, but it is really tough, especially if your woman isn't giving you what you need. Again, it takes for a man going through some things, it takes for a man growing up, it takes for a man maturing to get to the point to say, look, I don't want all that headache and that drama.
I just don't necessarily feel like I agree with the fact that they exercise their options. Like, what if he doesn't
Then don't
want
deal
to?
with him.
Like, is
Then
that
don't
wrong?
deal with him. If you have a problem with high value men having options and maybe exercise them, you're an average man. But you ladies want to.
Did you see her face when he said, go get an average man? Did you see her face?
Complain about the very men that you want, and knowing they are wanted by lots of women, that you want them to be specifically loyal to you. Sorry. And I think we should stop lying to you. If you don't want to deal with it, don't deal with it.
Just based off how it was brought up, I don't necessarily think I would want somebody to exercise their options.
Which one would you rather have? The one that nobody else wants or the one that everybody wants? Pick one. Come on, let's go.
The one that, honestly,
one.
the one that everybody else would want.
Exactly.
And it is really getting hard for men to really be able to trust what a lot of these modern women are saying, especially when it comes to dating and relationships. With it being that you have the 80% of women going for the top 20% of men, there is a whole swath of men that aren't getting any nookie, aren't getting any action. If you don't believe me, go watch one of my recent videos. There's a lot of men out there that just are looking for one woman. They're just looking for a woman, period. So the men that are able to go out there and to have relations on a regular basis, those guys are usually more desirable to women. So they have more options. A lot of those guys know what the deal is with modern women, and they don't want nothing to do with that. Because women don't want average guys. They think an average guy isn't a good guy, that they're settling. She's an average looking woman. There is nothing particularly outstanding about her looks. And even that woman thinks that she deserves more than a quote unquote average guy. So this guy who is a high earning guy that she's talking about, that her and Kevin Samuels are talking about, she wants that dude to be completely loyal to her after he done built himself up. He's desirable by a whole bunch of women. And she thinks that her average tail can hold down a man who has built himself up from the ground up and has a whole bunch of options. This is how a lot of women think today. A lot of women think that they deserve high value men, quote unquote high value men. What they care about is being in this luxury lifestyle, this come up lifestyle, which is why a lot of you gentlemen could be doing everything that you need to be doing. But at the end of the day, women will not value you as much as they do a guy who has options. But the thing is, they will share a man if they feel that they can benefit from that guy. I muted that. You may have watched it. Hopefully you read the words on the screen, but that was Andrew Tate talking to this blonde. And she said that she doesn't have a problem with sharing a man, having other women in bed and all these different things because she just wants to be taken care of. It is amazing to me how women will talk about men being dogs, men have no standards, men are the one that are out here hurting women. But a lot of modern women today feel just like this woman, that it given the option of having a high value man and having someone fawning over them, or having someone that can provide for them the lifestyle, that we continue to talk about on this channel. If somebody's going to provide that lifestyle for them, they will compromise any morals, values, or constraints in a minute and let that man have what he wants so that she can feel that she's living this luxurious lifestyle. And the ones who are suffering the most is the average guy out there busting his tail, doing the right thing. Women want men that other women want.